When you guys travel, there are a few things I know you're looking for in that travel day outfit. First, you want style, of course. You want comfort, and you want layers. In this video, I'm gonna walk you through 3 of my go-to travel outfit formulas that I think are gonna make your life so much simpler and are that perfect combination of fashion and function. Are you ready? Let's do it. Hi ladies, it's Erin and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome in. I do share simple style tips and shopping suggestions to help you look and feel amazing each and every day at any age. Today, I want to talk about travel outfit ideas. I feel like the travel day outfit is unique in terms of your overall packing portfolio. Travel day outfit needs to be supremely comfortable, soft, fluid, flexible, move with you. You need to be able to run in the airport if you have to, or sit in the car for the long distances, sleep sometimes on the airplane. There really are a lot of key functions for that travel day outfit to consider. And so I wanted to put together a few fail-safe outfit combos for you guys that I think are the easiest kind of done for you combinations that you probably already have in your closet too. Before I dive into the outfits, want to say a huge thank you to Lilysilk for sponsoring this video. Lilysilk has been around for a while and I've definitely heard of the brand before. I wasn't aware how extensive their mission towards sustainability is and how keyed in they are in terms of transparency, packaging, materials. They focus on natural materials sourced responsibly. They are very transparent with the process. They have zero inventory, which means when you place the order, then they make the garment. And they just finished a year where they did zero waste too. So it was hard to imagine, but every little scrap adds up and then it's pounds and pounds of fabric and then turns into tons of fabric. So they actually repurposed all of their scraps and created pillowcases and all these cool things like scrunchies, things like that. Their philosophy and their values really align with mine. Their mission is to convince consumers to buy less and buy better, which is better for the environment. And that's kind of what I've been saying for a long time. And that's been my focus for a long time is let's focus on the capsule. Let's focus on those all important high quality basics. Let's not lean into the cheap fast fashion finds that are often viral, that often fall apart after a few washes. I just did a whole video about quality of fabric and how important that is. And it's not just about the environment. It's also about what you're actually putting on the largest organ of your body, which is your skin. So if something's made with chemicals or toxins or endocrine disruptors, you are literally wearing that on this organ, your skin, that can seep in. I put testosterone on my arms every day. It soaks in, right? Anyway, I feel like it's one of those areas where maybe we don't think about it that much. We don't talk about it that much, but it's really worth just giving some thought to. And then, I know obviously so many people are living paycheck to paycheck and have really tight budgets. I think there's something like 60% of Americans living paycheck to paycheck. So there isn't this superfluous amount of money for clothing. Here's where I would say I would rather see you guys own 10 amazing pieces in a capsule than have 30 pieces and 80% of those pieces are falling apart and you're going to have to replace them in a year or two. I think you're going to get more for your money by investing a little bit more in quality. And then, brands like Lilysilk creating these products with these gorgeous fabrics, craftsmanship that are not breaking the bank, So take a look at their website, look at their philosophy and mission. I think it's pretty incredible. And I think you guys will as well. Okay, option 1 for your travel day outfit is always going to be a chic and comfortable sweatsuit. I think the sweatsuit is a go-to for either A, that super long road trip for Thanksgiving to see your family, or you're doing an international flight, it's long, just any kind of lengthy trip where you really need the comfort. Maybe you need to be able to sleep, you want to be comfortable sitting down, you've got to be fluid and be able to move and rush through an airport. But again, you want to have some polish. And it's still a sweatsuit, but there are ways to make it look a little more elevated. I think having all one color, I think having a dark, gorgeous neutral like this espresso brown. So both of these pieces are from the Silk Carry collection from Lilysilk. This is a fabric that they've designed specifically to really be softer, more comfortable, more breathable, wick away moisture. And how they do it is they take French terry and they wove silk fibers into the French terry. So you can actually feel that there's coolness on your skin, and that's from the silk fibers. So it's a really wonderful fabric. It does require a little bit of extra care. So you want to machine wash in cold and then hang or lay flat to dry, but really just very comfortable, lovely fabric. And you know, the name of the game when you're traveling is layers. So this is an example where you might do like a nice comfortable white tee underneath. Underneath the tee, I have a tank top. I can do a trench or a very lightweight wool wrap coat over the sweatsuit. You can do baseball cap if you feel like you want something just a little extra. You do sunglasses that can elevate. You notice I have a couple of bracelets on. I have some really cool sneakers with shearling linings. They're super comfortable. These are slip off, which is great. When you have to go through line and they say take your shoes off, I'm like this. This is like pro travel stuff, right? Like you just want to be able to get that shoe. Woo! We're done, right? I don't know if you travel, if you have a travel husband like mine. Like I've traveled all over the world, but he's traveled really all over the world. And Travi's coming to join us. And he runs a tight ship in the airport, so he's always like in the lead. He's always racing ahead. I'm sure you guys have seen videos kind of making fun of that airport dad. Anyway, that's Chris basically. So you got to be like on it. I would say both pieces run a little bit large. They're extra small, and these I think run a little bit long on me. I don't mind them puddling a little bit at the bottom, and I do have a little platform sneaker on, so that adds a little extra height. But just to note, if you're taller, these sweatpants are going to be great on you. And then if you're shorter, you're going to want to do a little platform sneaker or something like I'm doing right now. So these are the Silk Carry Stream Flow Stride sweatpants, and this is the Silk Carry Drift Zip Up, both in espresso brown, which is a wonderful neutral, great alternative to black, super versatile. Like you could totally wear your zip up with jeans, with different color sweatpants, or maybe your sweatpant jeans or something like that. So you can obviously mix and match the pieces, but I do love a set. I think it's just kind of a done for you chic option. Okay, for the luxury lover, this set, 100% cashmere, really high quality cashmere, absolutely gorgeous. The sweater you could easily wear on its own with jeans or really nice trousers. They're both beautiful pieces together, so chic. And I'm thinking, because I've shared with you guys before that cashmere is one of the warmest fabrics out there, that you save this one for like the long road trip to the family over Thanksgiving, or maybe your ski trip this winter, or if you just run cold like I do, it's really nice to have this snuggly set on that's incredibly soft and so chic. So if you're doing the like winter trip, I love the idea of these really cozy shearling booties with your cashmere set. Then of course your chic sunglasses, a chic bag, your suitcase, and all these little details that elevate the overall look and pull it all together. So you don't look like you just rolled out of bed and threw something on. You look like intentional, but also still effortless. So let me show you this sweater up close. It is really so gorgeous. This has a detachable hood. You see, you can unbutton it all the way around and detach the hood. It's got this nice ribbed texture. You can see kind of how soft it is even through the screen. And then it has this nice gathered waist to create a really nice snatched waist. By the way, just one sort of micro trend happening right now is croc embossed leather or faux leather. So could be a handbag, could be shoes, could be belt. I feel like croc embossed is always in, so to speak. However, right now you're just seeing a lot more of it. This is an example of a new bag that I got that is croc embossed. Okay, last but certainly not least, the dressiest option of the bunch, which also is the lightest option of the bunch. So first sweatsuit was on the thicker side, the cashmere set, ultra luxurious, but also ultra warm. And then this is, I would say, lighter weight. What you want to do when you're traveling is travel in layers. So I have a tank top on underneath this. I could put a t-shirt over my tank and then the cashmere sweater. And then I can do even a coat or jacket over the sweater. So then I have multiple layers that I could always take off. You could also wear a scarf, which would be another layer and another source of warmth if you needed it. So this is a relaxed drop shoulder cashmere sweater in dark gray. It does have that brushed cashmere, so it has that fuzzy texture. It's super soft, highest quality cashmere, beautiful sweater, comes in 3 colors. And then I paired it with these silk wool blend trousers, a wide leg trouser. And I don't know if I mentioned this before, but Lilysilk does 0 inventory, which means when you place your order, they're making it right away. And they can also customize the trousers for you. So if you need something that's a little bit shorter in terms of inseam or waist, you need the waist nipped in, you can, for an extra $30, pay to have the garment tailored specifically for you for your measurements. So because these trousers are a silk wool blend, again, that silk creates that coolness on the skin, and they're very lightweight, very fluid, beautiful drape, just a really sharp look that's also very simple, doesn't feel overdone. And then I have on, again, a little platform sneaker with that. These are not shearling lined, so I definitely would wear socks with them. Otherwise your feet will get too hot. You grab your suitcase and your second bag, you're ready to go. Another super easy outfit idea for travel day that I put together the other day for Instagram is to wear your viral sweatpant jeans. So remember, I've talked about these. They look like regular denim, but they're French terry. So they have working pockets, belt loops, not all of them, but a lot of them. So I featured these with a black blazer and a white t-shirt. So that could be another kind of slam dunk travel day outfit, and that perfect combination of style and comfort. So the travel day outfit, again, needs to be soft, needs to be flexible, needs to be fluid, needs to move with you, comfortable, breathable, and also look great because you want to feel confident, especially on those longer trips. There's such a beat down. It's so nice to just feel good in your clothes. So I hope that you'll draw from these outfit formulas. And obviously, if you don't have the chocolate brown sweatsuit, you know, just grab your matching sweatsuit that you do have with some intentional accessories. The cashmere set would be a splurge and something you would just treat yourself to, but it's definitely not a necessity. It's a nice to have. And then the sweater pant combo, I'm sure you guys all have a pair of great black pants in your wardrobe and you all have a nice sweater. Just recreate that combination, ensuring that the fabrics are breathable and that you do have those intentional layers. I want to say thank you to Lilysilk again for sponsoring this video. They are offering you guys a code to shop. So 20 Erin for 20% off and 25 Erin for 25% off. And that's a $480 minimum spend. So make sure you take advantage of those codes. Do take advantage of that custom tailoring feature, especially if you're like extra petite or extra tall. That's so great to have that option. And let us know if you have any questions. I would say overall things run a little bit large. I'm wearing extra small in everything that I featured in this video. Hope you have some exciting trips planned and that you pull out those amazing, comfortable, wonderful travel day outfits so that you feel just as amazing on travel day as you do on your trip. Thank you all so much for being here. Love each and every one of you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.